Good morning and happy 4th of July here from AJ. I wanted to post a video because I um, just felt like it, honestly, guys. And today's video is going to be about aging as a runner. Being a 32-year-old runner, this training cycle, training for Grandma's Marathon, has really taught me that you can't train the same as you did in college. And, that was news to me, honestly. And you've heard all this stuff about getting older as a runner, and there's books out there on it. But until you really experience it, I think that you're not going to read those books. I know I didn't because I was like, I'm not an old runner yet. I'm not a veteran of the running community yet. But being 32 now, I think that I'm considered an older runner. But kind of here's some tips that are going to help me, I think, in the future and that I've worked on. As I've said in my previous videos, I've decided to take a month off completely of running or doing more anaerobic activities. So I'm not going to swim, bike, or run for an entire month. The first day back will be on July 21st. So I've got a few weeks to go, and I really need to start getting my body ready to start running again, which means strengthening muscles that you don't normally use running, which means doing more lateral movement for me, working on my hip flexors, working on my abs, working on my back strength, working on my glute strength. So, one thing I would say is foam roll a lot. Foam roll if you're hurt, foam roll if you're healthy. Foam roll as much as you can. And my training partner Courtney has definitely tried to drive that point home. And honestly, I've been kind of resistant to it because foam rolling hurts no matter if you have a little pain or if you don't. But I think in this case, I had a lot of Achilles issues and a lot of shin issues this training period. And I think foam rolling would have helped me a lot before I started feeling pain. Kind of like a preemptive strike before I do get hurt or I do get injured. So that's one tip I have for you guys. And honestly, I would start this in high school, in college. I would start doing all this stuff as early as you can because I haven't, and I've definitely paid for it. And it's definitely showing in my performance. I think I ran like a 4 hour and 20-minute marathon at Grandma's, and partially it was because my training was terrible, but the other part was that I didn't take care of my body and I didn't strengthen the muscles that I needed mile 20 through 26. So this is really going to help me, and I think this is really going to help you guys really know what to do when you kind of have downtime or off time. Now, when I usually try to foam roll is when I'm just watching TV. That's probably the best time to do it. It's something to take you off the pain, something to distract you. With my Achilles issues, I'm doing a lot of foam rolling on my calves, and I'm also doing a lot of foam rolling on my IT band. So, foam roll, I would ice after hard workouts. That's what I've been doing, that's what I was doing, and it's definitely really helped me. Hydrate as much as you can. I try to hydrate throughout the entire day. Just carry around some water or some. I probably wouldn't say Gatorade because there's a lot of sugar in that and calories in that. What I would do, honestly, guys, there's this great product out there that you can get it in any local running store called Noon. Sugar free. It doesn't have. It's not heavy. So it's still going to hydrate you. It's still going to get you the electrolytes that you need, but it's not heavy and it's not hard on your body. It's really easy on your body. So if you guys want to go and check that out, that's awesome. Maybe I'll do a review here soon. My wife actually just started running. I finally convinced her to run, and we're going to do the Ditka Dash in a few months here. So she actually started running, and I'm going to get her some Noon. So it's a little easier than the gels or than the Gatorades, which she hates. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Another thing is stretching is key. During our trip to Duluth, Minnesota for Grandma's, my running buddy G Money showed me, yes, we call her G Money, showed me a yoga for runners video, and we actually did that one night, and it really help just kind of loosen everything up. A lot of head exercises, because if you guys don't know, usually when you tense up, the first thing to go in a marathon or in a long distance race is your shoulders. You kind of start tightening up like that. So in saying that, we need to keep these really nice and relaxed and really stretched out pre-race. So um, a lot of stretching, a lot of yoga I would recommend. I have a foam rolling and also a what I call flow stretching video on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check that out. And those are just a few foam rolling tips and stretching techniques that I like to do instead of doing the old static stretching where you kind of bend down or you kind of lift up your leg and stretch like that. So next thing I would say is just strengthen, like I said, strengthen the things that you need to strengthen that you're not strengthening during running. Meaning your hip flexors, your gluteus maximus, your arms, your chest, your abs, and your back. There is a lot of belief, especially for me, that I didn't really believe that all this stuff really helped running. I'm like, all I need is my legs fit and my calves need to be strong. But once your calf muscles start failing and your hamstrings start failing, your body's going to want to go to new muscles. So it's going to go to those hip flexors. It's going to go to those buttocks, if you will. So try to strengthen those. There's a great hip flexor video. If you guys go to see Tali run, Carrie Tollefson is a elite runner and also an Olympian, and she has some great exercises not only for abs and doing planks, but also for resistance band training, which I do every other day, and hip flexor training, which I do every other day as well. And another thing I would suggest is get into a weightlifting program. My biggest successes came when I was weightlifting. I really didn't weightlift in college during my freshman and sophomore year, but we got a new coach my junior and senior year, and he really stressed the importance of weightlifting and getting a weightlifting regimen. And for me, that was really important because it strengthened my chest, it strengthened my abs, it strengthened my arms, and it helped me go faster. It helped me get that second gear to get that strength. If you guys watched the Olympic trials yesterday, they were talking about Allyson Felix, how she didn't have speed, but she had strength at the end of the race. And obviously, spoiler alert, obviously she won the 400 final. And what she did is she just muscled her way to the end. Everyone else's speed caught up with them that last 100, and you could see arms going from this to this, just flailing about because they didn't have that strength that Allyson Felix had, that core and those arms that Allyson Felix had to really drive those arms and drive that body toward the finish line. So basically, strength is really important, especially for you long distance guys. And I'm talking anywhere, obviously 400 can help you, but especially for you 5K, 10K, and up people, get that ab strength, get that arm strength, get in the gym. For me, it's low weight, a lot of reps. So I have a workout regimen that I actually asked my old college coach for. I said, hey, can you send me what your guys do? Because they've been to D3 Nationals, I think, 3 times in a row now. I think, don't quote me on that, but I think it's because of the strength training they did. I did my first kind of set of strength training from what he sent me today, and it really hurt and it really burned, but it's really going to help. I feel it already. And I think that's why the teams that he's putting together right now are so good, because they are getting that ab strength. They are getting that core strength. They are getting that arm strength. So for me, what I like to do is a lot of reps with a little weight. Now, I think for the 400 or for the 800 or probably on up until about the 1500 or the mile. I think that you can do heavier weights, squats and things like that. For me personally, I like to do timed weights, which meaning I don't say I'm going to do curls for 4 sets of 10. I pretty much say I'm going to do curls with really light weights for a minute or a minute and a half, and then I'm done. So basically, all I'm telling you guys is to just listen to your bodies and know what works and know what doesn't. You guys can dabble in a lot of things. I'm personally going back to what I did in college as far as weight training and as far as running training. I'm actually our coach at the end of each our seasons, he would put out a book with all the workouts that we did for that entire season. So I'm going to start doing that. Start training for a little bit of a faster 5K. Then I'm going to move up to a half marathon probably, and then a marathon later next year. So, as I said, strengthen stuff that you don't normally strengthen. If you guys have a resistance band, like let's say these are my legs, wrap it around both legs and kind of go sideways. So you're going to kind of go like this. You need to strengthen not only your forward motion, which is what we all do, but you want to strengthen your lateral motion. That's really important. I know it doesn't seem that important since we're just running forward and we're never really like doing a shuffle, but every muscle is dependent on during a long distance race. I definitely found that out at grandma's. Some of my muscles started failing and I had to go to muscles that weren't as strong, and that took me to a walk. So that's an important thing. Let's see, I covered foam rolling, stretching, weightlifting, and nutrition as well. But those are the basic things that older runners need. And like I said, start it as young as you can. Start it in high school. Maybe not the weightlifting. I didn't weightlift in high school until my junior and senior year. I really started focusing on weightlifting my senior year of high school. So other than that, I mean, that's my kind of spiel. I know this is a longer video, but I'm kind of bored because I'm not running. So here's a video. I hope you guys watch the whole thing. But if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to comment down below. Like this video if you like it. Tell your friends if you like it. Channels that I would recommend that are similar to mine or better than mine, honestly. See Tali Run. She's got a lot of really, really good information about working out and what it's like to be a pro athlete. Obviously, I'm not a pro athlete. And then there's also a guy called the Ginger Runner, and I will check him out. He's got really, really good reviews. Not as good as mine, of course, but he's got really good reviews out there on shoes and apparel and gels and stuff like that, which I'm going to start doing once I start running again. My next review is going to be on the Under Armour Bandit. I did one first look review, and now I'm going to do the kind of final sum up review of the Under Armour Bandit. And yeah, that's it. I'll check in with you guys in a few weeks, and then I'll do a welcome me back to running kind of episode, and then I'll start training for a fast 5K. Like I said, my goal is to run a fast 5K by the end of this year. I also want to run next year, at the beginning of the year, a good half marathon, and then by the end of next year, I want to do that sub 3 hour marathon. So that's the goals right now. It seems like it's a long way off, but good nutrition, foam roll, lift, and stretch. 4 things that you guys need to do when we're aging runners. 4 things that I would start in high school, minus the weightlifting. And 4 things that I think can really help you guys get better as you grow older and stay at that high level that you guys are used to as you grow older as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to post a video hopefully soon about the Under Armour Bandit final review, and I might have some other few surprises up my sleeve for reviews. So thanks, guys. Have a good day.